At the age of 19, I found a guide to my life on how I want to live. I always thought I was weird because I didn't want the same dreams and hopes as others. I didn't want, consumerism is like a drug, and peer pressure from all your friends and family will have people doing things that they don't even care to do. They just want to fit in with others, especially at this age, like all the colleges, all the parties, when you're going to get this job, when are you going to move out, when are you going to, make decisions that will, change the way your life will turn out, and they expect you to make it like that. And that's just not how I wanted to live my life. I didn't care for the parties. I didn't want to do anything like that. In this digital age, we are constantly bombarded by social media, which makes it seem like we are falling behind. We got people younger than us, millionaires with so many things and fancy items, and retire early, and all it's doing is making us really feel bad about ourselves, or making it feel like we got to play the game and catch up. But I needed a way to block out the noise just to find out how I want to live my own life, and the answer to that was minimalism. Minimalism was the best thing that ever happened to me. Minimalism is simply removing unnecessary items to focus on what matters the most to you. Now, there's a spectrum of minimalism. We have some people who remove everything in their house till they're down to 10 items and they literally have nothing, while others are just mindful of minimalism and the benefits. So like me personally, I have shoes and all of the products and stuff, but I don't spend my money or any of that anymore. I did that before, or they were gifts before, but now I try my best to eliminate all of that. I haven't bought anything like materialistic for myself since I don't even know when. The benefits are endless, ranging from mental freedom, clarity, you save time and money just because you have less, you spend less, while all at the same time making time for what really matters to you. I understood from an early age that I didn't want a luxurious lifestyle or anything. I wanted to be in harmony and just be free and enjoying life for what it is. At the end of your life, you won't think about like what car you drove or what fancy this or knick-knack you have. Only thing you want to be thinking about is your family, what regrets you have, and all of the memories that you did in your entire life. That would be the time where you start reminiscing and realize how you wasted trying to prove a point to others instead of spending it on what really matters to you and make you feel best at your heart. I didn't grow up struggling or anything like that. We were our generation, or even older generation. Like I would say, like my skin color, people rather look rich than be rich. Like so many people are out here getting car payments and everything like that just to look like they have it, but in reality, they don't have it, and that's making them struggle even more. They want the new cars, the new phones, the new designer clothes, but they don't realize that the cycle will never end. Like there will always be another. One of my favorite J. Cole songs is Love Yours, and it was like, oh, long as the people in that mother love you dearly, always gonna be fresher than the ones you got, always gonna be the clothes that's fresher than the run you rock, always gonna be a better beat that's out there on the tours, but you ain't never gonna be happy till you love yours. Man, that no such thing as a life that's better than yours. No such thing as a life. My bad. I never really understood what minimalism was, but I was introduced to stoicism by randomly scrolling through YouTube. Like Marcus Aurelius, he said your worth is determined by what you value. You can either keep up with the Joneses, or you can stray off and create your own version of happiness, living for yourself and not for other people. I believe people value materialism and will continue valuing it way too much, and especially with social media showing so many different things that we don't have or will never be able to get unless you're a top 1%, it will continue to make us feel like we're falling behind. Even with my friends, like I notice whenever we're talking in the group chat, like let's say they send someone, they'll have like 2 Hellcats or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, that boy, he's living life, yada yada yada. I'm like, that don't look like living life to me. Like you don't know what struggles he have, you don't know what's causing him. Like it's just cars, and just then and there he felt like he wasn't doing enough. Meanwhile, the dude had 10-20 years on him. Bro, you're 20 years old, like you'll be fine, bro. You're not behind, you don't have to chase 2 Hellcats. Like you can only drop one at a time. But when he said that boy living, I'm like, I guess I'll never be living, because that just doesn't interest me, it doesn't intrigue me. But you know, to each their own. I'm not gonna downplay him because he like cars or whatever. You know, that's your hobby, that's your hobby. I just feel like he, right then in that instance, he put himself down. A lot of people say I'm complacent, but I see it as a way to keep my mind at rest. I have a less is more mentality, which is exactly what minimalism is, because money can only do so much. The more you want will lead to less happiness because you don't have. Your brain can either be your biggest weapon or your biggest enemy. And by allowing those negative thoughts in your head, you will start to question yourself and wonder, are you doing enough? Or do you deserve it? Or you're not good enough? Just a bunch of negative thoughts that you really want to avoid at all costs. Instead of binge watching TikTok or buying stuff to impress other people, let's spend that time, energy, and effort into doing positive things like helping out your family and friends get mentally or physically better in life, like getting fit, being active, reading, getting smarter. Personally, I'm a jujitsu person. I love working out, I love jujitsu, I love the active things in life. Sometimes I play the game and everything like that. Nothing's gonna last forever. So you can either doing that chasing minute goals like a new car or something like that, or you can really make it meaningful to yourself. And to each his own. Everybody have their own personal values and beliefs, but I find at least at this point in time, I'm only 20, so you know, maybe things are changing in life. Alright y'all, this has been a video. Let me know how I did. You can check out my previous video on people trying to be a high value man at young ages, which I disagree with. You know, let me know if you have any questions, comments, concerns. I appreciate all the feedback. Let me know how I did. All my fellow minimalists that's older, younger, whatever, all walks of life, let me know what's your minimalist hobbies to keep you grounded. That's been a video. Have a good day. And alright, man, that's it.